Jill Chef. I'm the executive chef and owner of Celeste's Natural Kitchen. And forgive me for using some notes, but kind of go off these and I'll ad-lib a little bit and ask you guys some questions too. So I specialize in organic and scratch cooking, and I particularly work with clients who are on special diets for some kind of health condition. Usually it's food allergies, digestive issues, autoimmune conditions, or weight maintenance. And what I do is I help people to change their diets by looking at what are they eating now. Do you have a question? Yeah, do you want a piece of a muffin? They're muffins and they're meatballs with zucchini noodles. And they'll be ready soon. So I look at, what are you eating now? What do you want to be eating? And how do you get from point A to point B with the least amount of frustration and deprivation? Because that's what's, an impediment for people changing their diets usually. And also getting the highest level of nutrition. So a lot of times when people are prescribed a special diet, they're just overwhelmed, not knowing what they can eat. And the way that I help people change their diets is knowing what to substitute for the ingredients that they're allergic to or things that aren't allowed on their special diet. I have recipes that are similar to comfort foods or things that people love from restaurants, but the ingredients are different, and usually the end product tastes just as good or better than whatever we're mimicking. So, what do you all like to cook? Anyone? Cake? Yes? What was it? Ramen. Aha.
We're very high class over here.
No judgment. That's very important. I don't judge anyone for what they eat. I used to, and that was stupid. I was young. Yes?
Our mom makes burgers.
She makes burgers?
Our mom, she makes like chorizo burgers, and she makes really good chili.
Chili? Ooh, that sounds awesome. Cool. And, what do you like to make?
Pizza.
Pizza. So, does anyone have frustrations about getting food to their families? Anyone call out? Raise your hand, either. Anything? If not, I will just go on, because I can guess. So I wanted to show you how to substitute healthier ingredients for some of the categories of foods that are overused in our culture and can contribute to some health issues. So whether you guys are in great health or you're facing any kind of health challenges, it's helpful to look at how eating differently can change your health. So getting back in the kitchen, as a family especially, it feels really good. It can be really empowering because a lot of the times these days our food comes from a box or a drive-through or takeout, and we don't have that feeling of making it ourselves. So it's nice to do that, and you get that sense of accomplishment, and you get to eat, and it's delicious. And once you start cooking from scratch with better ingredients, your palate changes, and those convenience foods don't taste as good anymore. And they don't feel as satisfying. And then when you start seeing health improvements, that's even better. So if you consider yourself bad at cooking or you think you don't have skills, I invite you to see cooking as part of our birthright as human beings, that we can all cook. It just takes a little time. You need to get some skills, but it can be learned pretty quickly and easily. I made some bad food when I was starting out. But you see that as a learning experience. You say, okay, this needed more of that, less of that, and now you know what to do for next time. Healthy eating a lot of times gets a bad rap. I don't know, does anyone think of healthy food as bland, boring, dry chicken breast, boring salads? Once you really start thinking about it and delving into it, healthful foods can be amazingly flavorful. It's just a matter of learning some new ingredients and new techniques. And the goal is high nutrient density. So the idea is to pack as much nutrition into each calorie as possible. We've all heard about empty calories like soda, candy, etc. And we can even start thinking of the empty calories as being those convenience foods that make it possible to run from ballet to soccer and here and there, things like Hot Pockets and cereal bars, and start thinking about how we can have some things on hand that we can grab and go that we made ourselves, that taste good, are satisfying, and are nutritious. So I have 4 simple healthy eating goals. Increase your daily vegetables, reduce your refined and processed sugar or artificial sweeteners, reduce your refined carbohydrates like flour, and reduce your toxic chemical load. So number 1, increase your daily vegetables. Oh, and I didn't mention these have zucchini in them. So there's one, you throw zucchini in everything. Zucchini's everywhere. Start your day with a green smoothie. And if anyone wants recipes and resources, you can put your name and email. Feel free to start another page. I will send out recipes and then also, websites, books, etc. Green smoothie recipes, for instance, where you're getting a dose of spinach first thing in the morning, but it tastes like a delicious fruit smoothie. So it's kind of, hiding things in ways that taste good. Thinking about salad as more than just lettuce, tomato, and cucumber with some ranch dressing. And some of the ways that I do that, I put a lot of fruit in my salads, like apples, strawberries, raisins, dried cranberries. And that makes them sweet and refreshing. And then you can add seeds, sunflower seeds, pumpkin seeds, flax seeds, so you're getting a good omega-3 fatty acids, which are good for energy levels, brain function, and then tasty and crunchy. Put herbs in your salad, cilantro, basil, oregano, dill. That just changes the whole character of the salad. It makes a lot more complexity. I like to put salty things like olives and capers, roasted red peppers. Sometimes you have enough good stuff in the salad, all you need is a little bit of oil or a tiny bit of vinegar because it's so tasty. Avocado for creaminess, more good fats. And I've got some things up here just for people to look at afterwards if they want. Like umeboshi vinegar is one of my favorite things. It's Japanese pickled plum vinegar. It's really sour and salty and kind of aromatic and floral. It's delicious. So that's something I put on my salads. Pure oils, olive oil, hemp seed, flax oil. Stir fries and sautés, that's a good way to just do some quick veggies, even on a weeknight. You could do a basic Asian stir fry. I do a gluten-free tamari, and then garlic, ginger, onions, that's like the base. But you can do different flavor profiles. You do broccoli with some Italian herbs, red peppers with Mexican spices. One of my favorites that's kind of like this, this kind of secret thing that I found, ancho chili powder from Central Market. It's the only place I can find it around here in their bulk section. It's not spicy and it's super flavorful. I put like tablespoons of it in Mexican food. It's so good. That and cumin and coriander. You could do cauliflower with curry powder. Just, start mixing and matching those spices and vegetables. And saute pan, olive oil, salt, and pepper. It's delicious. Soups and stews, that's another good way. You get your vegetables and your protein all together. Leave out the carby stuff like the pasta and the rice and the corn. You could do with water or bone broth. Did anyone make broth out of their Thanksgiving turkey carcass? Nope, you should. You did? Awesome. So you can buy it locally. There are a bunch of companies starting to do it because bone broth is starting to becoming popular. It's really good for your immune system, your skin, your joints, GI health. It's very healing. So that's one of the recipes I'll send out. Traditionally, it takes about 24 hours on the stove, but you can do it in a pressure cooker or crock pot. And pressure cooker, it's like 2 hours. Thank you. So let's see. Reducing your refined and processed sugar. So this is an example that you've got. These are made with a small amount of honey instead of, usually I'll see recipes with like a cup of sugar. Similar size recipe for me might be a 1/4 cup of honey. And it's still sweet, it's delicious, but you're just reducing that impact on your body, inflammation, and your insulin resistance, etc. So using different kinds of sweeteners, honey, maple syrup, coconut sugar. And this is a really good benefit of eating at home. I don't know if people notice, but restaurant food, almost everything is just full of sugar. Like your savory things are highly sugared. I don't know why. Cheap, addictive. If you're attached to aspartame or other artificial sweeteners, try switching to stevia. It has a really similar flavor and it's not toxic. There's a soda, if you're into diet soda, it's called Zevia, made with stevia. There's another non-caloric natural sweetener called monk fruit that's starting to get popular. You can get it in powder in grocery stores, and that's natural, non-caloric, but it tastes more like honey. It doesn't have that like super sweet flavor of stevia or aspartame. Let's see. Another good substitute for things like sodas and energy drinks is make a big batch of iced, like Celestial Seasonings tea. Those are usually sweet. They're really flavorful. They can replace juice and energy drinks. Or just hibiscus tea with honey. Learn some grain-free baking recipes. Again, case in point here. There are tons of variations of these. Banana nut, chocolate chip, carrot cake, cranberry and walnut. And I'll send out all those recipes. And the other thing is that protein and good fats help curb your cravings for carbohydrates. So these are a substitute, but they're also kind of helping your body have a different reaction where you're not craving carbs constantly. So reducing refined carbohydrates, and I'll start serving these out. Things like white flour. This is just an example. Pasta. We all rely on pasta a lot. So if you're making your pasta out of zucchini instead, and you can use this with, feel free to come up and grab these if you want. Sweet potatoes, butternut squash, carrots. You can really like spiralize anything pretty much. Okay, so number 4, reducing your toxic chemical load. Part of that is cooking for yourself, not relying on the packaged foods that are full of additives, preservatives, artificial colors, and flavors. Those are really hard to avoid when you're using those convenience foods all the time. Organic foods, of course, don't have the agricultural chemicals, pesticides, herbicides, etc. Actually, why don't I set them out? I want everyone to stand back just a little bit. I don't want them to like get burned or spilled on. And then come up one at a time. Oh, here. So another piece of that is pasture-raised animal products, which are dairy and meat and eggs. So pasture-raised means that the animals live outdoors in fresh air, eating grass or other, like for instance with the chickens, they're eating insects. So the end product has higher levels of omega-3 fatty acids, which we're all looking for. You know, that's kind of the gold standard of fats, and we're getting way too many omega-6s. So, you can find these things now. It used to be hard. It's just starting to become a little bit more, or a lot more available, even at H-E-B, obviously in the health food stores, farmers markets. But yeah, then you also feel better because the animals got to live a good life. They weren't crowded, standing in their own excrement, which increases the risks of bacteria contamination. Forks. Yeah, that's something I'm really passionate about. I used to be a vegetarian. I didn't want to eat factory farmed meats, and then when all these small farms started coming out and having animals that were raised humanely, I eat tons of animal products, and I love them, and I'm happy, and I feel good. This is called a spiralizer. Let me show you. So I gotta put a little pressure. I don't want you to do it because it's sharp. But see, it's taking this zucchini and making it into something like noodles. So that's a way to eat more veggies. Okay. Any questions? If you all want to come up, you're welcome to look at the ingredients, check stuff out, ask me anything. Jay. Are we over time? I think you showed me 1 minute. Yeah.
I could probably do this all by myself because I know stuff is soap and stuff is hot.
And you know what? I agree. I think kids should be able to do it. It's just the school might get mad at me. I think the kids should be able to learn how to use those things with a grown-up helping them, because then you're safer if you know how to do it safely.
I know.
Oh,
I know.
Let's see. Did I miss anything? Oh, yes. I forgot to mention this in the last one. Might not be a popular thing about reducing your chemical load, but switch to unscented or naturally scented products for your house, your laundry, your cleaning products. air fresheners, like having your house just filled with those scents all the time, or your laundry on your body, that's just like an assault on your system constantly. It's not good for your endocrine system, your liver. So if possible, start changing those things out. Open the windows, I think, is a good air freshener, personally. I think that's it. Yep, thank you all. Oh yeah, I have a Facebook page. I'm on Instagram and Twitter. I have business cards. Thanks, everyone.